No, but
it's a great movie.
Yeah, and just also put it into perspective. Let's go like the Borderlands, and that movie. I mean, sorry, that game cost about 35 million, and to produce, and that's
Borderlands.
Yeah, it's a successful series.
It's a good game.
It's a great game, and I'm not sure if that's AAA either. But to get a point, these are just some things that are different, kind of similar genres, kind of different genres, but it takes tens of millions. And the MMO genre that he's kind of doing with Star Citizen, MMO, and putting FPS and all this stuff together, that's just a huge task. And he's even quoted in the Polygon stuff. He you should all go and read this online, by the way. I'm just not gonna, I'm gonna try to summarize this. But I want to kind of get into some of that too. What exactly he said.
And you can look all this stuff up online. These are all the sources that we're getting them from. Polygon. We're getting them from
PC
GameSpot,
yeah,
PC Gamer. We're getting all these sources from credible places. And I know everybody's got their don't go to these. They interviewed the guy. These are quotes. So I mean, we're not using his words out of context. We're not trying to. Really, what I want people to understand is we're not trying to start a fight. We want this game to succeed.
Oh yeah,
I want every video game to succeed. What I'm trying to put through is there's a lot of concerns that this is a high money thing. You know what? If it was like my example last time with Shaq Fu,
yeah.
It was Shaq Fu. I'm not losing sleep over it.
No.
I'm not expecting Shaquille O'Neal to pull through, but at the same time, if it happens, it happens. That's great. But we're looking at something like this where people are dying for it, and the sacrifices that this company has made already, completely forgetting about doing any DLC for their what was the wing? It was their last Wing Commander.
Oh yeah, it was
series
the
game.
Wing Commander. I have it written down here. Let me see where I put my notes.
The Armada game, right?
Yes,
or something.
yes.
But
2006 was I think when it dropped. Yeah.
So they were we want to make.
Arena.
They were working on that game, Arena,
yeah.
And they're working on that game, and then gone because they wanted to divert all of their focus into this game. And admirable, but kind of stupid at the same time. When companies start giving up on other things and pouring the money that was making them money into something else, it's kind of a scary process.
Well,
there's a concern. But I mean, what else?
Well,
what else is a concern in this? And there's several.
Well, his brother is concerned even. I mean, I have a quote from his brother. Let me find it here. It says, let me scroll down, where he was concerned with his health.
Sure.
Yeah, Aaron Roberts, who's heading up a division of the company in Manchester, England. He says, I've never seen him work so hard. He's my brother, and sometimes it stresses me out that he's putting in these huge amount of hours dealing with a lot of stuff. I'm not sure it's especially healthy, but in terms of his dedication, it's 100%. So we know Chris Roberts is putting 100% of his effort into this game, and he might be sacrificing his health for this and his family. Who knows? I mean, a lot of these people are in high stress situations. It's not good. It's not good on the family.
Right, which could probably come into some of that. There's a lot of talk about unfair working conditions.
Yes.
And unfair and abusive language in working conditions. When there's a high stress opportunity, again, we're not talking smack about this guy. Everybody's human. When everybody's been guilty of it. James, I've snapped at James because I'm trying to get something done under deadline, and he's like, "Dude, we got to get this out," and I'm like, "James, shut up."
Yeah.
And the point of the matter is that regardless of what it is, as it being something that might make us 59 cents from the views that we get from it, as opposed to, a $90.2 million game, by the way. I apologize. When I was reading that on the first one, I skipped the 0.2. I was off by 1.8 million.
But as I said, these
that
numbers
seemed to upset some people.
Yeah, these numbers they fluctuate.
Yeah,
I mean,
but if that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna go through their website and look at it, there you
all
go.
You nitpickers out there.
0.2. I apologize. by the way, that's a straw grasper. Try to be a little bit better about it if you're going to start to... But anyways, the point of the matter is, we're seeing that he's worried about his brother, which is your brother, no matter who you are, is going to have nepotistic qualities to it. And he's going to say things that are going to be in light of you. When somebody is genuinely concerned and says it out loud and sees that things aren't going well and that your health's deteriorating in the process, which has happened in several, the guy who made Smash Brothers, his health was in such poor shape that he got extremely sick to the point where he was challenged after the series was done being made, like couldn't function, lost teeth, lost hair.
Wow.
So yes, this has certain things like these. Yes, this is very stressful, and I think one of the big and main issues is he knows that he bit off more than he can chew.
Yes, and I have a quote
but he's
for
trying
that.
to fix it.
Yes, let me actually take it. Yeah, he said this. Let me find it. He was right up here. Sorry. Okay.
It's all right.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, he says this was from PC Gamer. We're open in our development. We have no buffer, we have no shield, and we have so many things that are going. Trust me, I'd love to have that FPS out already. I'd love to have a bunch of stuff out already, but people have invested a lot of their hopes, dreams, and money into this. I've invested a vast amount of times. We need to make this the best game, Robert said. We're running into a live game at the same time we're doing all the R&D and production. We're still architecting some aspects of the basic game. Some parts of it are live. This is an incredibly high degree of difficulty. So he's already stating there that he realizes what he's doing is just it's a high level of difficulty. He's taken all this task. And then he goes from also in Polygon, which I tell people read this article. So he does an interview with them. I personally working harder than I ever worked in my life, including going back to the early days doing the first Wing Commander. Most of the developers go dark on the Kickstarters. Oh, sorry, this stuff I'll pass over. But then his brother. So he says you have to deal with the publicity taking you on and calling you names in public. You have to sit there and take it. That becomes fairly stressful. We've got people around our company who get worried. Is this going to happen? Are we running out of money? Will I lose my job? The stress gets caused to other people that work for me is something that ... It's bull pucky.
Yes, exactly.
So I mean, there's
yeah.
Go ahead.
It's clear that he's concerned, and again, another thing that's really important on this is that he's concerned. He's not going to have the product that we're looking for.
2014
what was the original release date?
Yep.
Yeah, 2014's passed. So here's another point of concern. 2014's passed. How old is that article he's talking about?
Oh, dude, that was just this month. If I have to click on my link again, I just made
and now he thinks it's coming out in
January
2016.
Yeah, 16.
And he still is got 44 jobs for hire.
Yeah, he's got approximately 250 people working on this game, that's about right. I mean, maybe a little more. And it looks like he's looking for, if anybody's looking for a job, he's looking for 21 art directors, 5 animators, 6 designers, 3 marketing, 2 production, 4 Q&A, 3 support. So he's looking for about 44 new jobs to beef up this game, and it looks a lot of it's in the art and the design, which maybe that's for all this modeling they promised, these $10,000 ship packages. I don't know, but it's just he's pouring on, and he also, I think he says he's spending about $2 to $3 million a month on the payroll on this, and he was saying, well, we got money in our coffers, we're not running out of money, but still, yeah, you have a few bad months, if that money stops coming in, he doesn't have product, how is he going to pay hundreds of employees around the world to continue work on this huge project? And it doesn't stop when he releases the game. This is an MMO, this is, there's servers, there's people to maintain, and it's constantly moving, constant. And if
learned anything from World of Warcraft,
Oh yeah,
it's never gonna end.
never.
Nope.
He's got to be prepared for
So-
this.
Yeah, this is his life now. I mean, there's a lot of people who start working on stuff and it's just like, this is it now. This is it. And he's understand that people who have invested time and money and hopes and dreams into this company and get put off and get little things like, you know, them being say, well, a lot of things go dark after the Kickstarter and you know, we promised this, but we want to make it as good as possible. A lot of the times, and we can go back to the South Park game. This is a very good example of that.
Excellent game.
I mean, a very fun game, but it took forever and forever, and it was because they were switching developers and going back and forth, and people were going out of business, and the money wasn't there, then the money was there, and they had to wait for somebody to pick them back up, and this is something that you have to deal with.
Yeah.
This guy is not gonna let that happen. He's not gonna go for the money's gonna, you know what I mean? He's sticking with the plan.
Yep.
The question is he gonna go down with the ship?
Well,
And the answer is it's starting to look